Well, welcome back. This is an entry into the video that we took in Sri Lanka. We were there at the beginning of at the end of 2017, beginning of 2018. We had almost 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks of trip around, going from Colombo up to the north to just sort of did a clockwise loop around the middle, down to the coast and the bottom, and back up to Colombo. It's a quick video. Well, it's not a quick video. It's an 18-minute video, unfortunately. There's a lot to see. I've ended up having to cut back so much of it, so it's a bit of a shame that it's missed out a lot of it, but these are the highlights. Hopefully you'll like it. Yeah, it was a hard video because this is pretty much my first travel video of us in a different country, apart from being on the boat and stuff like that in the other videos. So yeah, hopefully you'll like it. If you do, that'd be great. If you're on the YouTube side, click the likes, all that kind of stuff. It all helps us. And you know, I'm really trying to get this channel up and going. Here it is. Enjoy, and positive feedback and constructive criticism always welcome. So hopefully you'll enjoy our highlights of Sri Lanka. Ciao. So Camilla Resort and Spa in Sigrilia, something like that. This is our first stop for the night, and this happens to be our room just here. Hello.
Hello. Our first night, well actually our second night. Our first night on tour in Sri Lanka. We are now up in the highlands, and we travelled for a long time today on busy roads at very slow speed, so we're quite tired. And tomorrow we will be up at 6 AM because we're going to do start some hike at 7 AM. So I think tonight we'll just have a quiet night in.
So there you have it. It's Sigrilia or something like that where we're at so far. It was supposedly a 4-hour drive up from Colombo in our hotel at the Hilton, but that took a bit of time. It actually took more like 6 hours, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, 11 till... Yeah, easy.
Yeah, 11, well it's now 6:30 or something, so 11 till 6:30, so yeah, easy. We did stop for a brief cup of milky tea, which was an interesting experience. I think it was tea made from milk and tea. No hot water. Yeah, that was an interesting time. What else? Interesting experience last night at the hotel, which we'll sit down and tell you about a bit later on. We'll cut that in. And yeah, we're all over. So off to dinner later on tonight, see how it goes. Ciao. So to cut in that comment about what was happening at the Hilton, we arrived quite late at night, and well, it wasn't late at night, it was late in the afternoon. I think it was about 4 or 5 o'clock at Sri Lanka airport in Colombo, and dropped in, found our driver, found a driver. Well, actually I found him. There was a sign saying Mr. Robertson, so that was really cool. Said, yep, that's us, let's go. And as we disappeared off, Lindy said, I'm not sure this is the right guy. So you know, as we disappeared, we had a conversation with the taxi driver about where we're going, and he gave us a vague answer, and we suddenly thought maybe it's not the right man. I said to Lindy, did you see someone? And she said, yeah, there's a guy that had wicks on his board. So we sort of said we don't think we're the right people, and rushed back in to get picked up by the right person. So eventually we found our driver. That was fun, and he drove us back into to Colombo. So we're staying at the Hilton, so he drove us to the Hilton. We rocked up to the Hilton, and they said they didn't have our reservation. So we had to wander around and find out what was going on. A conversation with the guys at the hotel, and various calls back to our travel company, and we got told, eventually worked out that we're in the wrong hotel. There's 2 hotels in Colombo, 2 Hiltons in Colombo, the residences and the main one. And we'd been booked into the residences, even though on our piece of paper the itinerary sheet. They said just the Hilton Hotel. This kind of confused our driver as well. That's probably not a very good picture, is it? So that was an interesting time. But anyway, by the time we got to our hotel, there's loss of reservations and various other bits and pieces going on. We were late. It was about 10 o'clock. It took two and a half hours to get this organised. Fortunately, the guys at the Hilton were really happy to help us out. Yeah, it all kind of came together. So thanks to the guys at Hilton Colombo, Sri Lanka, and the service they offered, and also to the Hilton residences, because they were really friendly as well. So that was kind of confusing and didn't set us off very well with the tour. We're a bit concerned about the organisation after that. Obviously we got met by the driver, but the hotel bookings were a bit of a worry. So yeah, let's just see how that pans out.
Level is
can see oil tanks, 2 oil tanks, and cargo and passenger. Very old train. Imported by Germany, 2071. Yes. M6 engine. Germany had it. Now we better go resell it. Now you can see.
Well, hello. We are in Hila in Sri Lanka, and the reason I'm videoing this is because I thought you'd be interested to know that in this hotel, when we just came back in today, it was a bit of a surprise for us. So we've been out all day. We left at about 9 o'clock this morning, and now we've come back in. It's just after 5, and this is what we found in our hotel. So yes, we have been home. I've got the laptop open, but you'll see the beds. They didn't actually make up the beds today, so we're not quite sure what the service is here, but this is a typical Sri Lankan hotel, 2 beds and pulled together. Got a bit of a view up here. The main street, you probably won't be able to see it. It's down the bottom there. I haven't got the monitor on, so I don't know what you're seeing here. And yeah, but I mean, Adelaide's quite a nice place. It's very touristy. Lots of white people here. A lot of Australians, Americans more interestingly. Not many Asians. A lot of French. So it's an interesting place. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess for us because we've just come back in, but this is the room, and it's just a box with a bathroom. I'm not going to go into the bathroom because Linley's in there doing her thing, and that could be embarrassing for her, and probably for you guys too. So, Ella.
Hello. Are you recording? Welcome to our final few nights in Sri Lanka. We are down on the south coast in a place called, we think, Unawatuna, we're going to call it. And we just checked into this resort. We were told we had a really nice room, but we were told that for all hotels, and we've had some pretty shocking rooms. So all day I've been thinking, oh, is it going to be nice? And it is. So here's our massive suite. See outside. The pool. Bathroom. Brings new meaning to a walk-in shower.
So there we have it. It's a rather large improvement on the tent that we had the last night, and the box that we had the night before. and we've got an air conditioning unit up there as well, which is nice. I think the funky thing about this is it's been built into the rocks. So mosquito net. But yeah, it's built into the, as you can see, built into the rock. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. We've got 4 nights here, so looking forward to it.